right, y'all, let's talk about Wendy Williams because Monday's New York Magazine piece, that was not just a celebrity story. That was a full-on heads up, what's happening, crazy level situation. I talked about it briefly on my TikTok account, which is what did I sign up for? And this, we have to really get into this dystopian situation. So, Wendy, how you doing? A woman who made a career out of telling everybody else's business is locked in a living care facility under a court appointed guardian. She can't leave, she can't use her phone, and she can't even see her family without permission, which is supposedly for her protection. So, what happened was back in 2022, Wells Fargo, yes, the bank, they claimed that she couldn't handle her finances. Her son, and her ex-husband, um, all went up to Wells Fargo and demanded that like $25,000 be transferred from her account into their accounts. And so that's when the court stepped in and suddenly, this outspoken, dynamic, kind of kooky, but independent woman who once dominated daytime TV couldn't even control her own money. And now, of course, we've seen that she's been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia and aphasia, which is actually what Bruce Willis has. But here's where it gets weird. She said publicly, I'm not impaired. Even her friends and family say she's a little weird and, she's always been kind of all over the place, but that's just her. She's actually fine and physically able to take care of herself. And the cut article even mentioned when, TMZ was filming her from outside of her living area, that she was posting notes in her window and throwing out notes that said, help Wendy. And, she called TMZ and we all heard those phone calls. Like, it's crazy business. Now we're all kind of asking the same question, like, is she actually being protected or is she just being silenced and hidden in plain sight? So, I think personally this hits differently for millennials because we literally just lived through the whole free Britney movement and we saw how the system can like easily, quickly strip away a woman's rights under, the label of care. Especially women who have been in the spotlight, who make people uncomfortable when they stop performing and being all proper how we expect them to be. But you can even, easily, again, Bruce Willis, his family's taking care of him. He can't even like remember his lines or remember that he was a famous actor or anything, but his family's allowed to take care of him and manage his finances and his health and all of that. Um, Kanye West is allowed to go out here, be crazy and perform, you know, for thousands and millions of people and he's even about to release a documentary if it's not already been out yet where it obviously shows him acting out due to signs of one ego but also unchecked mental health, and no one's writing to the government, you need to lock these men up. And Wendy was loud, messy, honest, and maybe that's why no one's fighting for her now. I don't know, like, honestly, this isn't just about celebrity gossip, but like this is what happens when powerful women stop fitting the mold and how easy it is for society to take their power away. So honestly, we need to continue to speak up for this. I personally think that we should be free Wendy Williams all day. There, allow her family to step in, take care of her, and have someone else appointed because obviously this guardian is not available, doesn't even know what's going on. Even her statements are contradicting. Oh, Wendy couldn't have, been able to submit her consent for a Lifetime movie because we didn't even know what was happening and she didn't even know what's happening. But then on the other hand, the filmmaker said, yes, they knew about the documentary and they did not tell the filmmakers that Wendy was diagnosed with this dementia. So it's all just messy, a lot of back and forth. And even just seeing her at like Fashion Week and sitting in the front and, being dressed to the nines, the blonde, the hair, the wig is laid, everything like the makeup is makeuping, the lashes are lashing. But is that just more hocus pocus? Like, yeah, we see her, she's alive and talking and everything, but she's still unable to be independent and she still has to ask for permission. Even in the cut interview, she's talking about how, I'm an icon and I'm trapped with all of these honestly decaying old people who don't know, what day it is, let alone what they eat for breakfast. So it's kind of crazy that this is the fall from grace that apparently someone thinks that Wendy deserves. So I'm like, again, free Wendy all day. Help Wendy. Come on. Because the more that we let this go about, the easier it is for more laws, obviously, which we've already seen, more laws out there trying to control women, control women's rights, and take away our rights and our bodily autonomy. Because apparently women don't know what they're doing. Yeah, okay. Now I want to go to a quick lightning round of other millennial news. The stuff that makes us roll our eyes, but we're still going to be refreshing that timeline 40 times a day. Um, let's start off with Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj. If you guys were not awake from end of September to beginning of October, oh my gosh, the girls were fighting. And obviously, I am Team Cardi. Y'all saw in my last episode that I have the signed album of Cardi's and My the Drama, as well as her posters are all up against my wall. But so basically, every time Cardi's dragged into something, she's being dragged. Like, she doesn't start it, she defends and then finishes it. So I guess Nicki Minaj was up until dawn just staring at the numbers for Cardi's album rollout. And she just brought up numbers talking about how I think Pink Print did versus Am I the Drama. Meanwhile, this is like the first week or so that Cardi's album is out, and Ace Day Phenomenally was number one on the charts. All of that, like all 18 songs were on the top 100. Um, just amazing numbers. But Nicki had to bring it up and throw shade and mention her kids. So obviously, even even just trying to beef with Cardi is just an exercise in nonsense. But basically, a lot of back and forth tweets from Nicki just ranting and raving about one Cardi's songs, how they, I guess, aren't written well, and she kept referencing the ABCDEFG line from the song Magnet, um, and called her Barney B, which one shows how much of a fan Nicki really is of Cardi's, because that's not even the first song on the album. Like, you have to go in there and you have to listen. So props to Cardi for making Nicki actually do her research. But then she, said some horrible, disparaging comments about Cardi's kids, and Cardi went and talked about her kid and also her incarcerated brother. And even there was a picture of her that Cardi posted of Nicki's brother's mugshot with a pink Nicki Minaj Bob Yana moment. Um, oh my God. And then it basically ended with the two of them writing full Dear Nicki, Dear Cardi letters to each other. Nicki did kind of apologize while also still insulting culture. And Cardi responded in kind with, I'm going to stop putting all my endorsements, in trouble, which, by the way, she has actual endorsements and brands that want to hear from her and want to keep her, unlike Nicki. But she's like, I'm sorry that this is all happening on your son's birthday, and she can't even pause to cut you a birthday cake or read you a story. So, yeah, kind of crazy. All of Cardi's tweets are up. Nicki was like deleting early tweets of hers. JT somehow jumped in at one point and released a diss track that no one listened to that was so bad apparently that her team removed it from the internet or from iTunes or whatever. I didn't listen, but apparently Saucy Santana came in on either Twitter Spaces or TikTok Live, just like dogging JT out and how her man always looks like her whenever he's in the room with her, but he's so happy when JT is not in the room. So yeah, this is for the like chronically online people. It's a deep online internet cut. So yeah. Oh my God, insane. Next, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. So yeah, they're engaged. The ring is huge and custom. Um, woman made. Found the TikTok account. She's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, their relationship is a content strategy deal. It also rolled out along with her new album, Life of a Showgirl, which surprisingly the Swifties did not love. There was so much back and forth on how lackluster and empty and how this album was just about really nothing. Um, and a lot of people who don't like Taylor Swift are just like, oh, you guys are just hearing what we've been hearing this entire time since she got off her country or since, she was done with Reputation. So people are saying this can't be the same songwriter who wrote Folklore and Evermore. Or is this what happens when a pop star is in love and all of a sudden it's happy and she's, every time she's done with the studio, she's going back to her man. She's not going to, sob about her exes or deal with another tortured, um, relationship. Like tortured poet society, that girl is gone. Or the other take is that she never wrote her music and now she's finally decided to abandon her ghostwriter and put this out because she's so happy and in love. And also, she knows that her fans are going to buy anything, especially the diehard ones who they will buy and say that everything about Taylor is good just because they want that close parasocial relationship with her. And they'll buy tickets to every tour, even if they don't love a single song, because that's just how connected her fans are and how she's worked to build that image and relationship. But now everybody's realizing there's nothing behind the image. It's just a facade. She's an unrelatable billionaire white girl who is destroying his own layer with her private flights back and forth from California to New York. Like there's even trackers online where you can see how much Taylor's just flying about. So I appreciate my unproblematic fave when I think about celebrity couples, when I think about celebrities in general. So that just leads me to Beyonce. Post Cowboy Carter. I mean, she dropped Cowboy Carter, changed the whole conversation about country and who it is for and who creates it and what it could sound like. And she just ghosted us like she deserves, you know. No tour announcement, no TikTok, nothing on her 44th birthday on September 4th, just silence. But honestly, that is the flex. Like that's what true cultural dominance looks like. We are all holding our breath for the next thing that this cowboy lady does. And when you can shift genres successfully, break records, and make the country sphere sweat and then vanish into thin air, that's the power. Like even every bad millennial dreams of that, being able to put your shit out there, log off, but be remembered. So I think we've all hit that point where whatever Beyonce does, we are here for it. But she knows that but we know that she'll do it with grace, dignity, and meticulous planning. So here's hoping that Act 3 gets announced soon. Most people, including me, are expecting it to be a rock album. So we shall see. So yeah, Cardi B is the drama. Taylor is still omnipresent, and Beyonce's a ghost and unbothered. It's giving like 3 stages of millennial womanhood, if you think about it. Like the, the drama crash outs, the soft launch, and honestly, just the Beyonce exit. Like, what do you mean? Like, I am Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter. Stay in your struggle. Crystal Blue Waters. Oh, and also, how could I forget to mention that our own Megan Javon Ruth Pete has been dating Clay Alexander Thompson of the San Francisco Warriors, aka one of the original Splash Brothers, um, who now I guess is with the Dallas Mavericks in basketball, whatever. But yeah, they're dating. Clay is just so cute. all over Megan's Instagram, joining Megan with her workouts and all of that. I mean, hot girl summer queen is just glowing. And also, I kind of think that Megan's the new queen of October because these pumpkin head photos that she's been doing since like 2020, 2021 are hilarious. This recent one, I don't know if you guys have seen that she and her pumpkin head self went to go get a eyebrow piercing. Like so cute. Like what no matter what Megan's doing, like whether driving the boat, um making clay catfish and spaghetti and him just like raving about how amazing it is. I mean, oh my gosh. I am so happy for our girl. She deserves all the happiness in the world. I love how they are both pretty much private people. So I don't see anything crazy happening with either of them, really. It's just the craziness around them that they'll obviously have to contend with. But yeah, I'm so happy for her. And, you know, anything that TMZ or the paparazzi put out that's wrong, she will like defend. Like recently, she like had a story where they were like cuddling, and I guess that she flashed some cash, and TMZ was like, "Oh, Megan, cooked some dinner for Clay, and then he gave her like $50,000 in cash." No, and then she gave him $50,000 in cash, whatever, and she like put on her TikTok stories like, no, false. My man, my man, my man, he gave me the money to go and enjoy some shopping with. So yeah, correct them hoes, Meg. Okay, I love her. I even actually attended a concert with Megan Thee Stallion with the opener being Glorilla. Megan's an awesome performer. The body yaddy yaddy is body yaddy yaddying every damn day. Like I don't know how she does it. Like I do know. I've seen her workouts that she posts online with her super rapid, fast talking. Like, oh my gosh. But dude, I love her. She can rap. She's Beyonce approved. And she is honestly just solid in who she is and her spirit. Um, yeah, her foundation, her even like continuing her education with college that she promised her parents she would. Um, yeah, and she's just awesome. Like she can rap and doesn't even need like a chorus. Like y'all will get into it and just love her. Oh, also, Megan was somehow part of the Cardi B Nicki Minaj Twitter beef. I forgot about that. Like, so I guess JT started beefing with herself, really. Like literally Cardi and Nicki were ignoring her. So Hennessy took up the reins and spoke up for her big sis and started like beefing with JT. And Hennessy actually spilled that JT was originally supposed to be on the WAP single. But apparently either JT like finished the lyric late or couldn't get with the flow or whatever, but they decided to drop her from the single. And so I guess JT has been salty and switched up her tune because originally, Cardi B is like really who put City Girls on and was just like, Young Miami and JT, like they're amazing, like y'all should rock with them. And she um performed with them and like that was like the single that was like everything. And so now Young Miami doesn't even want to like fuck with JT and JT, oh God. Oh, and I guess yeah, in one of the songs that um Cardi had, she did talk about JT. Well, if JT wants to own it, but she did talk about how she don't want to share her bags with no man and do other things in one of her songs on Am I the Drama. So yeah, JT was mad, but nobody was listening except Saucy Santana, which is kind of her fault because he texted her like keep my name out of your mouth and she just decided to go on Twitter and like he's bullying me, and he just read her for Phil. So entertaining day. But back to the main point, Megan is the hottie, the stallion, Beyonce approved, and I'm so happy for her and Klay Thompson sharing their little happiness. And I hope that it lasts, and is as drama free as can be. Because once the girl starts playing my man, my man, my man, they're locked down. I just hope that her music does not suffer the way that Taylor Swift seems to have. But I'm confident in our Texas girl, very much so. So yeah. Love you, Meg. Okay, so it's
Anyway,
officially fall, which means we're about to gaslight ourselves to believing that we're all cozy and calm, even though we're literally just one bad day away from crashing out like Nicki Minaj. Like, honestly, I don't think pumpkin spice lattes are hitting the same way that they used to be hitting. The seasonal depression is crazy. In California, it was raining for like maybe a week or so, and I just felt completely drained. Now it's fully into October and 80 degrees, and I am slowly melting. I'm trying to keep up the energy, but the fans, I hope you guys can't hear how many fans I have on in here because it is crazy. Like all my plants are wilting. I don't understand Bay Area weather, but you know. But the one good thing about fall hitting is that Spirit Halloween has officially taken over. Like Party City near me is now a Spirit Halloween, and I'm so, so excited. I've been in the store twice now and have spent almost like an hour each inside because I have a Halloween party to go to and also my new job. Oh, by the way, yay! Your girl's got a job. Yay! Confetti, confetti, confetti. Woo. And they are apparently really big on costumes and dressing up. So I have been getting a lot of inspiration by just walking around Spirit Halloween, checking out, the masks, the makeup, all of the characters that they have. And obviously TikTok. Like this is where the makeup girlies go to rule. Like, oh my God. The amount of transitions I've seen, people just doing their makeups, um, videos. I'm so excited. Like I want it to be something super scary, but not like in a creepy, bloody, drippy type of way. And obviously it has to be office appropriate, but something that everybody's going to get, but might not necessarily expect. Who knows? Maybe I'll do like a Halloween outfit reveal on here if I successfully pull this off. But I'm excited. Something about Halloween, the trick or treating, the haunted houses, just being able to load up on sugar, my candy corn obsession. Yes, I am team candy corn here all the way. Argue with the screen, but I just love everything that Halloween brings and fall. So very excited about that. And yeah, we'll see what happens. What are you guys dressing up as for Halloween? Or are you like the stay at home, oh, let me just give out candy to the kids type of Halloween lover? Like, are you watching like Halloween Town reruns or Hocus Pocus movies? Actually, also, what did you guys think about the reboot? Well, not the reboot, I guess. Is it a sequel? I don't know, where like the kids kind of discover the Hocus Pocus sisters. I thought it was pretty good. It didn't deviate too far, and it was nice. They kept the original cast of the sisters, Winifred and the others, so that was really cool. Actually, now I think I might do a rewatch of that. Yeah, it's nostalgic. Should we like watch together? I don't know. I've seen people do it on TikTok. Yeah, maybe like a TikTok live. Like if I can figure out how to set up the camera and the TV with the video, and then I'm watching the stream. Could be an idea. Would you watch my TikTok, which you can find at What Did I Sign Up For, and get on live with me and we can like watch Halloween favorites together? I don't know. That could be fun, especially for my bad millennials, my little bad millennial crew of 4, 5. At one point, I got up to 10 views on YouTube, which was cool. So love you guys for tuning in. Um, but yeah. I also think, when fall finally becomes cool again, like I'm really missing the fog of San Francisco, but I feel like I'll be writing even more with the Bad Millennial Substack and maybe putting more on the Facebook page. I don't know. I feel like I've graduated from Facebook and I'm very obsessed with TikTok. As you guys can see, I've probably talked about TikTok too many times in this episode, but you know, are you guys reading the Substack? Do you care about the Facebook page? These are all questions that I need answers to. Let me know. DM me. Leave a comment on YouTube. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, also, thank you so much for subscribing, for listening. Every single time I haphazardly put these episodes together, I really appreciate it. It's fun, and it's a way for me to get my creative, overly informed, slightly overly caffeinated millennial self out here and just having fun. So I love it. But yeah, speaking of that, we are all over informed, too caffeinated, and probably a bit exhausted. But if nothing else, being a millennial means that we can find meaning and, sometimes memes in literally anything. The amount of memes from the Cardi B Twitter fight, like, yeah, inspired. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of The Bad Millennial, where we process our pop culture trauma together. Thanks again for joining, and I hope to talk to you real soon. Bye.